If asked to highlight a family that truly embodies the American spirit, many would likely choose the Obamas. However, there are lesser-known aspects to their story that most are unaware of. From the moment Barack Obama became the president, his every action has been closely scrutinized, including his personal life. People admire the Obamas, especially for the strong bond they share. Michelle Obama has been a role model, inspiring many with her messages of hope, family values, and unity. Beyond that, her work in education, poverty awareness, and human rights has made her a beloved figure. Together, Barack and Michelle have two wonderful daughters, Malia and Sasha. The world has witnessed the growth of Michelle Obama's daughters, and now a new chapter has recently come to light. One of the daughters has revealed surprising truths about the family, which were previously unknown to the public. This revelation has shocked those who have followed the Obamas for years, exposing a side of the family that was not widely known. Before becoming the President of the United States, Barack Obama was a state senator in Chicago, where he and Michelle settled after their marriage on October 3rd, 1992. 6 years later, the couple welcomed their first child, Maria. Barack's daughter Maria was born on July 4th, 1998, and he frequently expresses his pride and admiration for her. Maria also has a younger sister named Sasha, who was born on June 10, 2001. In 2009, the family moved from Chicago to Washington, D.C. when Barack became the president. This transition was difficult for the children, as they had to leave behind their friends and familiar environment. However, Maria and Sasha eventually adapted to living in the White House. At the time of the move, Maria was 10 and Sasha was 8 years old. Barack served as president for 8 years, during which time Maria and Sasha lived in the White House and attended Sidwell Friends School. In a 2011 interview, Michelle shared that the girls were doing well and living healthy, normal lives. Barack commented on the sisters' close bond and expressed happiness in watching them mature into young women. Michelle also reflected on how her parenting role had evolved, transitioning from a primary caregiver to an advisor as the girls grew older. Maria and Sasha have pursued their own paths in life, much to Michelle's delight. It's remarkable how the sisters managed the spotlight, balanced their activism, and handled the constant presence of Secret Service, even during personal moments like dates. Maria, the eldest daughter, was born on July 4th, 1998 in Chicago. Michelle and Barack frequently describe her as wise and thoughtful even as a child. As a young girl, she enjoyed collecting keychains and taking drama classes. By the first grade, she was setting her alarm and making her bed, which was unusual for a child from a privileged background. Barack once shared a story about a 6-year-old Maria asking him if they were rich, to which he replied that they were well off compared to most, but not truly rich. Maria responded that she was glad, as she preferred a simple life. This moment left a lasting impression on Barack. As Maria grew older, she became someone who loved life, people, and engaging conversations. Barack noted that she never got bored, a rare quality that he believes will take her far. Despite being the president's daughter, Maria experienced typical teenage moments, like attending prom as a sophomore in 2014. When asked about a date, Barack jokingly said it was confidential information, but admitted he felt emotional seeing his daughter all grown up and wearing heels after finishing high school in 2016. Maria then went on to attend Harvard University. Michael Jackson had a deep love for knowledge and a strong passion for books. The King of Pop could read a book in a single day, allowing him to accumulate a vast wealth of knowledge over the years. He read extensively across various subjects, from literature and novels to history and politics, amassing a collection of 10,000 volumes before eventually donating them. Despite this digression, it's undeniable that Michael Jackson possessed immense talent. He became the lead singer of the Jackson 5 and enjoyed successful years with the band. The year 1967 was a significant milestone for the family band. The Jackson 5 won an amateur talent competition at the Apollo Theater in New York 2 years later. The band continued to grow and achieve success. Their father, Joe Jackson, transitioned from being their father to their manager and decided to take their music career to a professional level. He led the band to sign a contract with Motown Records, where they recorded early hits like Who's Loving You. Following this, Joe moved the family to Los Angeles, where the band made their first television appearance in 1969, performing a cover of It's Your Thing at the Miss Black America pageant. The Jackson 5 dominated the airwaves in the late 1960s and early 1970s with hits like Never Can Say Goodbye, I'll Be There, I Want You Back, and ABC. They sold over 100 million records globally, and meanwhile, Michael began to distinguish himself as a vocalist, dancer, and charismatic performer. Michael Jackson was a true prodigy, displaying exceptional abilities from a very young age. He was the lead vocalist and primary performer who helped catapult his group, the Jackson 5, to international fame and success. Michael's powerful, emotive voice, combined with his athletic and graceful dancing, gave his music a captivating, almost hypnotic quality that enraptured audiences worldwide. Michael's vocal talent was entirely natural, and it developed and blossomed over time, even without any formal training. From the moment he began singing as a young child, his voice was likened to that of a boy soprano, with a pure, crystalline quality. As he grew older, Michael effortlessly transitioned from that angelic, high-pitched register to a rich, resonant tenor, showcasing the remarkable flexibility and range of his instrument. Many have noted the dreamy, rhythmic quality of Michael's vocals, which were often compared to the soulful stylings of musical icon Stevie Wonder. One of Michael's longtime sound engineers recounted how, when composing new songs, the young prodigy would meticulously sing every single note and chord to the guitar player, demonstrating his innate, almost preternatural musical abilities. An astonishing feat considering his lack of formal music education. However, while Michael Jackson undoubtedly excelled as both a vocalist and a dancer, he did not possess the same level of skill when it came to playing musical instruments. Despite his boundless creative talents, the instrument playing aspect of music making eluded him to a certain degree. Tragically, Michael's remarkable success and fame came at a significant personal cost. The immense pressures of the spotlight, as well as a tumultuous personal life, took a heavy toll on the singer's physical and mental well-being over the years. Nevertheless, Michael Jackson's legacy as one of the greatest and most influential performers of all time remains indelible, his music and artistry continuing to captivate and inspire generations of fans worldwide. Michael Jackson often expressed deep regret and sorrow over the immense sacrifices he had to make in pursuit of his unparalleled artistic ambitions. His father, Joe Jackson's relentless drive and demands for perfection from a very young age had a profound and lasting impact on the shaping of his personality and worldview. In contrast, Michael's siblings often described their shared upbringing in the Jackson household quite differently, hinting at the disparities in their experiences and perspectives. In his poignant 1993 Grammy acceptance speech, a visibly emotional Michael poured his heart out, stating that his childhood had essentially been taken away from him. He lamented the lack of joyous occasions like Christmas, birthdays, and other normal childhood pleasures that most kids would take for granted. Instead, Michael's formative years were marred by intense hard work, constant struggle, and immense pain, all of which eventually led to his meteoric rise to global stardom and unimaginable material success, but at an unbearably heavy personal cost. While the Jackson siblings often fondly reminisced about their vibrant and close-knit upbringing in their humble hometown of Gary, Indiana, the relentless media attention primarily focused on the strict, controlling, and at times abusive nature of their father Joe's parenting approach. Despite the traumatic impact of Joe's domineering style and Michael's own difficulties in grappling with the complexities of fatherhood, he himself became a parent and made a conscious effort to approach parenthood in a radically different manner, expressing immense pride and genuine joy when speaking about his beloved children who meant the world to him. Michael's life took an unexpected and highly public turn when he was diagnosed with the skin condition vitiligo, which led him on a deeply personal journey to find appropriate treatment and care. It was during this challenging period that he found unexpected love and companionship, marrying his dermatologist assistant, Debbie Rowe, in 1996. The couple welcomed their first child, Michael Joseph Jackson Jr., in February 1997, marking a significant milestone in Michael's life as he embarked on the rewarding yet daunting path of fatherhood, determined to provide his own children with the nurturing and supportive upbringing he himself had been deprived of. Michael Jackson, the legendary pop icon, had a tumultuous personal life that was often the subject of intense media scrutiny. However, within the midst of this public turmoil, he found solace and joy in the role of fatherhood. His second child, a daughter named Paris, was born in April 1998 to his then wife, Debbie Rowe. The marriage, however, was short-lived, ending in divorce just 2 years later in April 2000. The divorce proceedings were finalized after an $8 million settlement, during which time Michael was granted full custody of Paris and his older son, Prince Michael. Despite the emotional upheaval and the constant glare of the media spotlight, Michael embraced his role as a parent with unwavering dedication and love. In a rare and candid interview, he spoke eloquently about the profound joy he found in caring for his children himself. "That's the reason I had them. to care for them, he said, his voice brimming with emotion. It brings me such immense happiness to be able to watch them grow, to nurture them, and to be there for them in every way. They are the light of my life. Michael's commitment to his children was steadfast, even in the face of the personal challenges he faced. He took great pride in being a hands-on father, relishing the opportunity to guide his children's development and witness their milestones. The pop superstar, who had captivated audiences worldwide with his unparalleled musical talent, found his greatest fulfillment in the simple joys of parenthood. Despite the tumultuous circumstances that surrounded his personal life, Michael's devotion to his children shone through, offering a glimpse into the softer, more vulnerable side of a man who had become a global icon. In the moments he shared with his beloved offspring, the pressures of fame and the scrutiny of the public eye seemed to melt away, leaving behind a father who cherished the precious gift of family. Michael Jackson, the undisputed king of pop, was fiercely protective of his children's privacy, shielding them from the glare of the paparazzi and the relentless media spotlight whenever possible. He understood the importance of providing his children with a sense of normalcy and a childhood that was as close to that of their peers as he could possibly give them. Whether it was taking them on outings to the local park, teaching them how to ride their bicycles, or reading them bedtime stories, Michael cherished those quiet, intimate moments with his kids. These were the times when he could truly be himself, free from the constant demands and pressures of his superstar career. In the sanctuary of his home, Michael found solace in the unconditional love and unwavering support of his children, who provided him with a sense of purpose and belonging that had often been lacking in his own troubled upbringing. Even as his personal life was unraveling, with the media frenzy and legal battles that threatened to consume him, Michael's devotion to his children remained steadfast. They were his anchor, his source of strength, and the ones who kept him grounded during the most challenging times of his life. The special bond he shared with Paris, Prince, and their younger brother Blanket was a testament to the depth of his love and the importance he placed on family. In the end, it was the connection he had forged with his children that brought Michael the greatest comfort and joy. They were the ones who understood him the most, who loved him unconditionally, and who helped him find the solace and refuge he so desperately needed amidst the chaos and turmoil that surrounded him. These precious moments with his kids were the ones he cherished the most, the quiet respite that sustained him and gave him the will to keep going, no matter the obstacles he faced.